Start. Our next topic is the Confederation of the Rhine. Napoleon defeated the alliance of Austria and Russia at the Battle of Austerlitz in 1806. After this, he formed the Confederation of the Rhine. Initially, means in the started, the Confederation was made up of 16th German state, but later on it was joined by 19 other states. But then also Austria and Russia stayed out the Confederation. Napoleon introduced the same system of administration in all the German states, and in this way he unified all the sacred states for the first time. The Confederation lasted up to 1830, which helped later on in the unification of Germany. Then came to the Peninsular War. Napoleon attacked Spain and Portugal when they refused to support the continental blockade, and after this started a series of war which is known as the Peninsular War. This Peninsular Wars were fought from 1807 to 1814, and in this war there was the huge loss of man and property, and in this way with gained the Napoleon of both man and resources. Therefore, historians refer this war as Napoleon's Spanish ulcer. The war with Russia. In the meantime, when the Peninsular War was going on, Napoleon invaded Russia in 1812 with the huge army. At this time, the Russians devised a clever plan to trap Napoleon. When Napoleon's army was advancing towards Russia, the Russian troops defeated means moved deeper into the interior of Russia, burning their own village and crops as they were at river inside of Russia. In this way, no food was left for the French army. When Napoleon reached Moscow, already severe winter had started. The cold winter and the shortage of food supply forced Napoleon to retreat from Moscow. But by this time, most of his army had perished, means died, frozen of hunger. Only just a fraction of army returned safely to France. The Russian campaign was a disaster, as they ended up losing almost 500,000 of his well-trained soldiers. Which was the last battle fought by Napoleon Bonaparte in Europe. The last battle which was fought by Napoleon Bonaparte was the Battle of Waterloo, which was fought in 1815. After the Russian campaign, many European nations formed coalitions, makes union against Napoleon. Then in 1813, the combined army of England, Austria, Russia and Prussia defeated the army of Napoleon in the Battle of Leipzig, also known as the Battle of Nations. After this, Napoleon was sent on exile to the island of Elba. Exile means when a person is forced to left out of his outside or her country. Very soon Napoleon was able to escape, or we can say run away from Elba, and he reached France, where he ruled as emperor for 100 days, and again he raised his army. At this time there was a state of fear in the mind of the other European powers, who thought that Napoleon would again increase his power and would take revenge of all the incidents that would happen with remain past. So the European power, namely Austria, Prussia, Russia and England, they all come together in a coalition again and decided to fight against war against Napoleon. So finally in June 1815, Battle of Waterloo was fought, which was the last battle fought by Napoleon, in which he was defeated by the coalitions, means union of European power, namely Austria, Prussia, Russia and England, under the command of the Duke of Wellington. After his defeat, finally this time he was imprisoned and exiled the St. Helena, that was the Noumont area island in the South Atlantic Ocean, or we can say the isolated island in the South Atlantic Ocean, where he died in 1821. Was what caused the downfall of Napoleon Bonaparte? Now one by one we will discuss the downfall of Napoleon Bonaparte. So number 1 is given, fall of Napoleon was his military campaign that created discontent and ill will against him. In the process of fighting, many war quality and quantity of Napoleon army declined, and his ability to fight against enemy and also decreased. It is said that he fought about 60 battles, out of which he gained victory in 49 battles, but due to declining ability of his army, he lost the Battle of Trafalgar, the Battle of Plassey and the Battle of Waterloo. Next reason was the loss of money and people in this battle that costed France dearly, as millions of soldiers lost their life and no money was left the France to buy new armies, well, animations and to pay the salaries of the soldiers. Next cause was the severe treatment given to the Pope by him that angered the Catholic everywhere. Severe treatment means harsh or unpleasant treatment. Napoleon arrested and imprisoned of the Pope when the complained bitterly about the side effect of the continental bloc made by him. And the next reason was the resentment of the despossessed rulers. Despossessed rulers means a ruler who was deprived of their properties, or we can say that their properties was taken by the Napoleon, and at the same time they were also deprived of money. Many of the political arrangement made by him. Next reason was the Russia refuses to cooperate with Napoleon, as Russia was suffering due to the bloc of England, means continental bloc of England. This was the great setback of him. Finally, the failure of the Russian campaign severely damaged as his reputation and his hold on Europe also weakened, as an army was reduced to a fraction of its original size, means his army reduced to a very number of soldiers in him. Now, impact of Napoleon rules. Now, we will discuss that what was the effect or impact of Napoleon ruled. First of all, impact of Napoleon rules was the unification of Europe. Napoleon was inspired by Alexander the Great, and therefore he also wanted to build a unified European empire through his conquest. As we had already learned, he brought about all scattered areas of Europe together under the first French Empire. As we can see in the given map, only the country marked with orange color in the image given were not under the control of Napoleon. This brought him close to his dream, creating the United States of Europe. Next impact of Napoleon rule was the introduction of code. Napoleon, he did not limit his vision to conquest alone, means his dream is not only to conquer new land, but his dream was to build a land, but his dream was to build a unified European empire. For this, he introduced a new legal part known as the Code Napoleon in 1804. This code was based on the principle of the French Revolution, namely liberty. equality and fraternity. And this system was introduced in all the country that he had conquered. This led to a unified administration and a bond of unity among all the countries conquered by him. Later on, Napoleon Code went on to become the basis of many more than the European legal system. Next impact of Napoleon was the end of feudalism. In French Revolution and the Napoleon rule brought an end to feudalism in France. Lands belonging to the churches and the nobles was confiscated, means taken back, and privileges, which means all special rights which they were enjoying, were also abolished, means ended. All this led to the introduction of the new economic system known as capitalism, where the means of production were owned privately by individuals. In this way, Napoleon rules brought about far-reaching changes in Europe. Thank you. Now your chapter is over. Regarding this chapter, if you have any problem, you just ask me my WhatsApp number. Okay? And you have to complete your chapter, and next week I will conduct your written test, either oral test, through Teachment app. Thank you.